Hey guys, Wood Boyles with Blue Collar Talent Scouts. I just want to take a few minutes and give you a heads up on something. This has come up time and time again. We've talked with a couple of our clients. We hear this all the time from technicians. We see it on job boards and social media. You know, there's an old thing out there, there's an old cliche out there that you should never talk about pay. Well, some companies, and it used to be a common practice. I remember when I was a young man and was out in the field, was out working in manufacturing, I was told on multiple occasions, you know what, don't talk about pay. Talking about pay is against company policy. We want to give you a heads up on this, and I'm doing this. I want to get you to understand the background by which I feel like I can share this with you. First of all, I've had over 20 years in HR management and coaching, worked with two national companies, another company that was in high-tech manufacturing, and saw this in all three. I'm also licensed as an attorney in the state of California, and I've been on the other side of the table as a plaintiff's attorney where we talk about this type of thing. By the way, this video is not legal advice. You know, I'm not your attorney. So let's just get that straight right away. If you have issues, you should consult with a good attorney in your area. But 16 years in the skilled trades, lots of depositions as a company rep. I got tired of knowing almost as much of what was going on or knowing more about the business than the attorneys I was working with, although they were great people. A good number of mediations, internal investigations, having to deal with employees who were upset about different things and so forth, an interaction with the whole alphabet agency thing, and we could go through that. Department of Labor, DOL, OFCCP, Office of Federal Contract Compliance, EDD out in California, the Employment Development Division, the DFEH, the Department of Fair Employment and Housing out in California, and even a little bit with Cal OSHA. Don't talk about pay. You shouldn't talk about pay. It's against company policy. Those type of statements you shouldn't make, and here's why. First of all, you know, I can hear some of you guys saying, hey, it's my company. I can set the rules. I can do what I want, you know, and if they don't like it, they can hit the road. You know, it's employment at will. Well, employment at will, and we can talk about this further another time, employment at will is really about it's okay to set company policies unless they violate some type of state or federal law, what's called public policy. Well, if you're doing that, you're actually running into one of the big granddaddies when it comes to employment law, and that's the National Labor Relations Act. The National Labor Relations Act gives all employees, whether organized or not, the right to discuss terms and conditions of employment. That's something that they have a right to do. And so if hey, you can sit there and say, well, I'm not organized, I don't have a union involved, but you know what? If you prohibit your employees from talking about pay and terms and conditions of employment, you are putting yourself in a situation where you may end up getting the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, knocking on your door and talking about it. So it's better to do some other things. First of all, what can you do when employees start to talk about pay or whine or complain or have concerns about pay? Here's the first thing. Be fair and consistent in the way you pay people. Do it the right way and make sure that any distinctions in pay are based on real job-related criteria, okay? When an employee comes to you and has an issue, don't be defensive and don't resort to that. Just don't talk about pay. Allow them to bring up the discussion. You may surface some things you need to know that will improve your management and your team. Then the other thing is this. I did this for years. I would talk to guys and I would have the conversation. They'd be upset. And my response would be, hey, look, I get it. Pay is important, but why you want to talk about pay with someone else? You know what's going to happen. Either you're going to walk away from the conversation gloating and they're going to be unhappy, or you're going to walk away pissed off and they're going to be laughing at you. It's best just not to do it unless you feel like you can handle it in a mature way. So those are the thoughts there. It's, again, one of those things that we've heard too often. We've seen too many times that people say that you shouldn't do this. just wanted to give you a heads up. There's a better way to deal with it. If you've got specific issues with that, if you'd like your management team trained on how to do that, we can do some role play, whatever else. Feel free to give us a call. Blue Collar Talent Scouts, 713-545-2362. Again, my name is Wood. We're happy to help. We love the trades. We're all about the trades between my partner and I and our lead recruiter. We've probably got somewhere near 45, 48 years in the trades, and we're not going anywhere. We want to do anything we can to help you. Have a great day. Look forward to talking to you again soon.